Kahalayim la Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Waha, Raha Kodash. All praises and glory go to you, Lord. Double honors and respect go to our apostles, bishops, elders, and teachers, the men of Great Millstone. To you I say Shalom. Salutations to the hopeful elect. It's your brother, I'm Ryan. Let's get into it. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. It says, Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Right? I am about to play a clip for you, a couple clips, and just pay attention to the verbiage here. But again, it says, verse 1, Woe to the rebellious children of the nation of Israel, okay? And woe means destruction, and their rebelliousness is their disobedience. They're constantly looking to put their faith in Pharaoh. They're constantly looking to put their hope in the shadow of Egypt. And America, Babylon the Great is spiritual Egypt, okay? It is the land of our bondage, our being the children of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians, and you confusion of faces. So let's just see what gets said, and we'll come back with more scriptures afterwards.
Do you support reparations for Black people?
Well, listen, again, we had over 200 years of slavery. We had Jim Crow for almost a century. We had legalized discrimination and segregation, and now we have segregation and discrimination that is not legal but still exists and is a barrier to progress. We have disparities around housing. We have disparities around education. We have disparities around income. And we have to recognize that everybody did not start out on an equal footing in this country. And in particular, Black people have not. And so we have got to recognize that and do something about that and give folks a lift up. That's why, for example, I'm proposing the LIFT Act. Give people who are making $100,000 or less as a family a tax credit, which will benefit and uplift 60% of Black families who are in poverty.
So by default, it affects Black families, but there's not a particular policy for African Americans that you would explore.
But no, if you look at the reality of who will benefit from certain policies, when you take into account that they're not starting at the same place and they're not starting on equal footing, it will directly benefit Black children, Black families, Black homeowners, because the disparities are so significant. So if we focus on the specific issues that have resulted in the greatest disparities, and we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this: any policy that will benefit Black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No, because whatever benefits that Black family will benefit that community and society as a whole and the country, right?
So by default, it affects Black families, but there's not a particular policy for African Americans that you would explore.
But no, any policy that will benefit Black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No. Because whatever benefits that Black family will benefit that community and society as a whole and the country, right?
In the area of reparations for descendants of Africans enslaved, if you elected president, would you sign that bill if it came across your desk?
When I am elected president, I will sign that bill.
In the area of reparations for descendants of Africans enslaved, in the area of reparations for descendants of Africans enslaved, if you elected president, would you sign that bill if it came across your desk?
When I am elected president, I will sign that
All right, there you have it. She speaks with a forked tongue, okay? Emulating her daddy, the nation of Esau Edom, the so-called self-proclaimed white man, okay? And like the serpent that beguiled Eve, and beguile means to deceive, the serpent is cunning and is beguiling you children of Israel to this very day, okay? Now, this woman is highly likely to become the next Pharaoh of Egypt. And America, Babylon the Great, is spiritual Egypt, okay? The land of your bondage. If you don't have faith and seek the counsel of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you're going to be beguiled and it will lead to your destruction. That's why it says, woe to the rebellious children. Woe means destruction, okay? All right? And you children, you put your faith in this country, its resources, and all of that is failing right in front of your eyes. You believe that this woman is going to sign some type of reparations for you, but reparations is truly to come from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh is whom you ignorantly call God. Yahweh Shai is his son, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus. This is their names in the Paleo Hebrew. Okay, and this is a sure thing that you can call upon the Lord for sound counsel in times of need, in times of affliction. And, you know, if you're the elect of the nation of Israel, he will sustain you. But these 2/3 of Israel who believe these lies, who put their trust in the shadow of Egypt, they're going to be destroyed for their lack of faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. I'm going to skip up a few chapters. This is Isaiah chapter 36, and I'll begin at verse 5, because the Lord is posing a question here. It says, I say, saith thou, but they are but vain words. I have counsel and strength for war. Now on whom dost thou trust that thou rebellest against me? Right? And the Lord is saying here, you believe in vain words, okay? He has counsel and strength for war, guidance you to give you the victory over your enemies, but you rebel against him, okay? And you take counsel, but not of the Lord, okay? Which is also being posed earlier in Isaiah, okay? You don't take counsel from the Lord. You put your trust in the shadow of Egypt, and therefore the strength of Egypt shall be your shame. Okay? Now, you're rebelling against the Lord by believing these politicians, by putting your trust in America, Babylon the Great. But it's only going to lead to your downfall, your destruction. Okay? And your trust in the Pharaoh of this country, which, again, very likely is going to be Kamala. Okay? It could be Donald Trump, Nero himself. But this lady has a good chance to get it next. And that being said, you can't put your trust in any one of these politicians whatsoever. Your trust is supposed to be in Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Verse 6, Lo, thou trusteth in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh king of Egypt to all that trust in him or her, okay? Don't be putting your trust in Pharaoh, okay? We're going to go back a little bit. And I'll go to Isaiah chapter 31 here. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay? And they, again, woe means destruction. So you're going to this country for help. You're looking for reparations. You're looking to be made whole, so to speak, through Egypt, spiritual Egypt, which is America. But that is not going to happen, okay? It's not going to happen. And you need to stop looking that direction for any type of help. You need to repent from breaking the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Holy Scriptures if you are of the nation of Israel. you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians. And you should trust in the Lord. You should take counsel from the Lord and no one or nothing else, okay? Because it's all lies. The bloody city is full of all lies. It's full of incantations, divinations, magic, enchantments. It's witchcraft, okay? And it's only a mirage, an illusion that you're going to receive reparations. It's only an illusion that America, Babylon the Great is going to do right by you, because it's already slated to receive destruction from the Lord and be punished for its treatment of the children of Israel. Okay? Now, this is Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of your times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure." Okay, in these latter days, what's going to get you by is wisdom and knowledge. And we'll find out here real quick, what is wisdom, what is knowledge, right? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of the times. And the Lord is very sound on what is wisdom. This is Sirach chapter 19, or Ecclesiasticus chapter 19. Verse 18, this is Sirach chapter 19 and verse 18. The fear of Yahweh is the first step to be accepted of him, and wisdom obtaineth his love, right? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of the times, right? The fear of the Lord is his treasure, right? And the fear of the Lord is the first step to even be accepted of him, okay? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability, but in this case, wisdom obtaineth his love. So those that are walking in wisdom in these latter days, seeking the counsel of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, that fear Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, those are the ones that have been accepted of him and have obtained his love. Okay? And I'll skip down verse 20. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom. There's a connection, a correlation between the fear of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, okay, and wisdom. Okay? One cannot be wise if they are not in the fear of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Reading it again, verse 20. The fear of Yahweh is all wisdom, and in all wisdom is the performance of the law and the knowledge of his omnipotency. Right. So you have to put your faith in Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay. And that truly is going to lead you down a pathway to fear him, to be accepted of him, ultimately to be loved by him. Okay. And that is the only way to receive protection from what is coming. These politicians are not the way. And Kamala Harris, she speaks with a forked tongue like a serpent. Okay, she's double-minded. She has two different opinions, and they just got exposed. And I played it for you so you understand. And that demonic laugh, it just makes my skin crawl. Psalms chapter 1 and verse 1, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. And it says, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. These presidents, politicians that don't put their faith in Pharaoh, okay, but they seek the Lord for his counsel. Blessed is the man that's not being guided by anything other than Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Verse 2, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, the law of Yahweh. Okay, didn't it say wisdom is the performance of the law? Okay, so you're still very much under the law. You have to follow the law, statutes, and commandments in these latter days to the best of your ability. But the law itself, by itself, cannot and will not save you, okay? Verse 2 again, but his delight is in the law of Yahweh, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. Right. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Right. You want to prosper, you got to put your ways, your thoughts, and commit all of your actions to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Verse 4, the ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For Yahweh knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. Right. So again, woe to you that put your faith in Pharaoh, that put your faith in Egypt. And that means destruction. All right, from here, we're going to finish out in James because this is clearly an example of a double-minded individual. And a double-minded man or woman is unstable in all their ways. This is James chapter 1, and I'll begin at verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. Verse 7. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. A double-minded person, man, woman, child, it doesn't matter. A double-minded man is unstable in all their way. Okay? They're unstable in all their ways. And Kamala Harris is unstable. You putting your faith in Pharaoh shows just how ignorant you are. And my people perish for lack of knowledge. And lack of knowledge is their ignorance. You're putting your faith in anything but Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. But verse 5 tells you, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, that giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. You need to seek to the Lord for your counsel. James 4 and verse 8, draw nigh to Yahweh, and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded, that you may be stable. And as it says in Isaiah 33 and 7, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. The strength of your salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So in these latter days, fear the Lord. Seek to him for wisdom. Okay? James 4 and 8 again, ending out here. Draw nigh to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded. Right. Okay? Draw close to Yahweh, and he will draw close to you. Clean your hands by repenting. You sinners of the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians, purify your hearts. Cleanse thou me of any secret fault. You double-minded, that you can be stabilized in these latter days. Hopefully this has been edifying. Call halal la Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai for this message. Shalom.